Yeah, what a fantastic day here in Klockner. It's wonderful to be with all the parents of our fourth and fifth years who are no longer going to be playing lacrosse with us, and so great day to honor the commitment that people make when they decide to be a student athlete is sincere and intense, and it's wonderful to be able to honor them. And so UVA does it right. Our support staff is fantastic. Patrick Bowling creating the script. Flowers show up for the moms. Very, very lucky I can just coach, and and we can do such a wonderful job honoring our guys playing in their final season here at Klockner Stadium. Also too, Susie Bruce, the Gordy Center, what a fantastic institution. They are spreading the message and sharing better decision making. Undergraduates, graduates, adults, coaches making better decisions, okay, with alcohol and substances, and their education is preventing alcohol, substance, bad decision making. It's preventing hazing, and I'm so honored to be able to wear the shirt today and to know Susie, and the fact that our men have spent a lot of time learning from them has made us a better team and a better organization through the Apple conferences and through their messaging. Right when you show up here as a first year at UVA Men's Lacrosse, you hear from the Gordy Center that first night. And we're very, very fortunate to have them right here in Charlottesville. So to honor them, it's special for us. Now the lacrosse. What a day at 10-man lacrosse. Two teams, 10-man riding. And, we're pulling our goalie. Matt Nunes is out of the goal. They're pulling their goalie. And then Matt Nunes takes advantage of it and gets 3 assists. I don't think I've ever seen a goalie get 3 assists in one game. Matt directs our clear so well. What a quarterback he is. Today, you directed while having to run by somebody. That's not just sitting back in a nice, comfortable pocket, to use the quarterback analogy. He had to scramble, avoid defenders, and then find open men. And so that was kind of a wild, hectic game. You would have thought there'd be more goals scored, but give both teams ride. A lot of credit getting the ball back. I was really impressed with Lafayette at the faceoff backs. That was frustrating for us. Like, we need to get the possessions more at the faceoff backs, and we did not do a high-level play there between our faceoff men and our wings. And we certainly got to be better there. But I'll stop there. Make that the opening statement and answer questions.
Going back to the senior class, just what does this group of fourth and fifth years mean to you? Obviously, a lot of ups, some downs, and then their time there.
Yeah, it's a fantastic crew that has literally seen it all, right? Some of them, the fifth years, they started here when COVID was the norm, and I can remember hanging out with some of the first years, and they're all like sequestered, and I remember meeting with them in November, mid-November, and they were the happiest guys. I was worried they were going to be like, despondent, like, oh, this is really hard. Like, they thought that's what college was, right? And they were just happy to be in college. And so for the fifth years, they've just the fourth years and things that they've done for us, and UVA's done a lot for them too, right? This is an incredible institution. With Jim Ryan as the president and Carlo as the AD, it's a give and take, just incredible relationship that the men have had with the administration and with what they've given back to the community and what the community's given back to us. And I think about the leadership, Noah Chismar, Ben Ware, Jack Walsh. Obviously not the greatest season in Virginia lacrosse history, but I'll tell you what, I wake up happy every day because this team believes. It's not been easy. It's pulling teeth, to get the wins, but this team believes. They come back to practice on Tuesdays, getting after each other, smashing each other, physical, being the aggressor. So I give a lot of credit to this upper class, this group, because they haven't let anything go south.
You talk about pulling teeth in order to get wins.
Yeah.
You guys have had 3 battles, haven't gone your way over the last 3 weeks. So how does it feel to get back into the win column today?
Yeah, it does. It does feel really good, especially against an athletic team. We were losing a lot of faceoffs, and they were giving us a good push for that ride. That 10-man ride that Lafayette runs is the most aggressive, relentless 10-man ride I've ever faced. So give Coach Myers credit. They've unleashed something that's really different. So yeah, it feels great, and I'm really happy. It's great to get McCabe. He scored those 3 goals, and Truitt had 3. Probably could have had 3 more. Because the plan against the ride was to throw it to Truitt. And he makes great plays happen, and he did a few times.
Next week, obviously, big game against Duke for a number of reasons. How do you balance the hype and the excitement for that with also going out and performing to your best?
Yeah, I mean, this game against Duke is another opportunity to prove ourselves in ACC. And it's, people have told me there's a little bit more on the line here. Win, continue to play. Lose, season over. So, there'll be a little bit more of a sense of desperation, but that's my job, is to make it feel just like a normal week. It's hard to make it feel like a normal week. Duke's a big rival, and it's a big ACC game, and it means the end of the season or we move on. But yeah, we'll just get back to work and do our pace. Despite it tomorrow being Easter Sunday, we watch film, we lift on Sundays, and so we'll do that a little later in the day so they can have Easter brunch with family members who are here in Charleston. But I'm excited to get back to another week with this group.
Duke has been a monkey on the proverbial UVA lacrosse back. How do you address that, and then what do you think you can do against this Duke team?
Yeah, I don't know. I was all focused on Lafayette, so I gotta just zoom in on Duke starting tonight. We'll pull up their game and see how that's going against Syracuse, and move from here. But we know that it's always one of the most athletic teams in the country, and a well-coached team, and we'll have our hands full.